Today is going to be a fun video. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and I'm going to show you how I choose products to sell on Etsy. I sourced these products from two places. One was from XTool's website and the second was from Hobby Lobby. I spent about $55 at Hobby Lobby. I believe that we can sell what I listed for over $2,800. So I'm going to show you what I bought, what we're going to do to it, and how much I think we can sell it for, and you can see the final products. All right, so we're at Hobby Lobby looking for things that we can engrave. What are you looking for?
I was looking at ideas earlier today. I've got a couple of things like power shutoff, like located here type of sign.
I think I found something. That would be really cute. It's like a dough bowl. Do you love it?
Yes, I love it.
This is like 40% off, which meant it was $8.99. We could do Mr. and Mrs. We could do the Jarises, Wes and Dylan. This is such a great bridal shower gift, wedding gift, housewarming gift. Pretty heavy duty too, for $8.99. You could probably sell something like this for $39.99. That's a huge margin. So I'm kind of liking these little guys, these little hearts that come like this, but I don't know how that would work engraving the painted side. I have an idea. What if we did, this is $2.49. Of course, we're not gonna buy it till it's on sale, but you could do that. You could engrave like the little child's name on it.
Their name on it?
What do you think of that? A little activity for our kids? Okay, here's a cool idea. This is, let me see, $3.99, 40% off. So do an acrylic cutout and put like a little girl's name on it. You could put screw-in hooks and it could be a jewelry organizer or like a bow holder. This is only $2.40 discounted. Okay, this is really cute. Also 40% off. You could do engraving on the handles. So that would be like $3.50 and you could sell this set for like $22. You could break them up. You could sell them together as a set. You could probably sell each one for at least $10 to $12 once it's engraved, or together maybe $24.99, and it cost you $3. So insane profit margins. Ooh, this was interesting. My husband was not sure about this. Okay, we've got a good idea. These are either bookmarks or...
Well, it looks like a tongue depressor, but it's officially a wood wavy edge stick.
These, he thought were tongue depressors. These are popsicle sticks. You could totally make these into bookmarks. You get 24. You could sell these for $10 each. Loss leader, yes. So we got the wavy kind of trend going. I would personally recommend engraving these. A set of 24. I think they charged me $2.69 for these. $2.69. 11 cents each. Oh my gosh, you guys, 11 cents each. And you could engrave these with company names, business names, Mr. and Mrs. whatever. You could at least charge $1, $2, $3, and your cost was 11 cents. Okay, so this is 40% off, $24.99. And it could totally be like engraved with names on it, Mr. and Mrs., the bride's name, and then the groom's name, and it could be a wedding reception activity. So I love this idea. You could totally engrave a kid's name on that. Perfect for nursery decor. You could paint it, you don't have to paint it, and then do an acrylic, like little monogram on the little bow tails. I love that idea. Okay, this is when things started getting exciting. If I had an Etsy shop right now, this would absolutely 1,000,000% go in here. Look at this. This is the swan trend, and it would be 40% off, $16. You could totally put a baby name on this. Imagine blush pink acrylic. You could sell this for like $50, $60. It'd be $9.60 plus the cost of the acrylic. So easy. I've ordered this acrylic from XTool. It was $29.99 for 3 of these. My cousin is having a baby girl. They're naming her Rosalie, and I think it would be so cute to cut out in acrylic 3D because it's already 3-dimensional. Rosalie in a nice script, put it down here, or maybe even across the top. You could sell something like this easily of this size, $69.99, and the cost was under $10 plus the little amount of acrylic, probably $11 at the end of the day, which is insane. My husband just found a great idea.
You could buy this version and you can engrave all the names across the little bow holders.
I love that. How much is it?
This one is $9.99 before the 40% off.
Oh my gosh. I always wanted girls and I am just obsessed with this. It comes with the hooks and everything. You could probably make 30 to 40 grand off of a listing like this, especially if you offer different ways to customize. One, I would offer painted white, maybe putting little names like ABBY, Abby, live, laugh, love. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably offer this it's both engraved and then painted with little acrylic doodads on the front. You could totally position this as a bow holder, a jewelry holder, a necklace holder. Okay, and then this is really cute. On sale, this is $2.50. You might think, well, with a laser, you could make this yourself. Actually, I would recommend just buying this for $2.50 and then altering it by engraving a name on it. It would save you so much time. $2.50 of your time. I mean, it's worth way more than that. How would we alter this one? I think you could do a couple cool things. One, you could engrave little names, like first name, last name here. But for $2, I mean, you could definitely sell this for $19.99 once it is fully altered. Oh, this next one is a really killer one. So this is $12.99. It is a puzzle, $12.99, over 20 inches, which makes it a little more expensive to ship, but you could probably flat pack this pretty nicely. I think there's so much you could do with something like this. I would do like an entire picture. This size, there's other sizes too, but at this size, at least $79.99. That's insane. That's like over 90% profit margins. This would be adorable for like a class gift. Maybe if your kids go to a Christian school, little crosses, you get a set of 12 for $2.99. You could sell these as Easter basket tags. You could cut these out too, but honestly, for $2.99, the string's already tied on it. So much easier just to buy this. So 12 for $2.99. That puts it at, let's see, 25 cents each. These would be adorable for ornaments at the end of the year. These would be great for Easter tags. I would offer it both engraved and then with an acrylic little name on it. I mean, you could easily be charging $12.99 for whatever the finished thing is, and the cost was 25 cents. And again, we're buying one pack, doing a couple different mock-ups, and then only making them as they sell. Now let's jump into the final thing from Hobby Lobby. My son saw this, and I know what he was thinking. He's thinking Pokemon cards. And I was like, sure, we can do this for you, Cam. But I think just little fun boxes like this, you could position them in so many ways. Little jewelry boxes, little trinket boxes for kids. It was only $5.49. For something like this, I would say you could at least charge like $14.99 to $19.99 once it's fully altered. Now let's talk about what we got at XTool. Now these notebooks were $9.99, but you could definitely charge probably about $29.99 once that is said and done. This was only $8.99, and this is a car license plate holder for the front and back. These are these little like bottle openers, $7.99 for 10 of them. So those you could definitely charge, I would say at least $9.99 for. Oh, we got this like dog collar. I don't have a dog, but I think this is a great market to sell in. It was $7. You could easily charge $19.99, $24.99 for that. And then we got this 6-piece set of magnetic bookmarks, which are all different colors. Now, to be honest, I don't love the colors that they came in. Great giftable item, great for a favor item, great for a promotional item. And then this type of like dog tag style keychain, $9.99 for 10, so $1 each. You could definitely sell them for probably $4 to $6 each. Last but not least, this entire sample of little pieces of acrylic. You could turn these into keychains, and it's also a really good idea to test out the colors and see them in person before you commit to buying big sheets. There's at least 20 products here that we are going to engrave. These are all things you could absolutely sell on Etsy. They're all functional items. So all of these are items that people would purchase no matter what. So they would buy the thing on its own without it being personalized in the way that we're going to personalize it. Come along with us on the process for doing these, and I can't wait to show you the results.
Who am I? Wear the blanket as a toga.
All right, so Wes and I successfully got through almost all of the products that we wanted to create with our XTool. The first thing we started with were the Hobby Lobby spatulas. This one says, ask me about brownie batter fudge. It is an amazing recipe if you want to know what it is. It's very simple too. Just let me know in the comments. This one says, lick me. I thought that was kind of funny. Then we decided to mix it up with materials. We did the notebook. They sent a sample of the material with it, which is really great. We ended up going with twice as much power as what the P3 recommended for this material. And I'm glad we did. In this, we put our company logo on it, but you could put names, dates. I mean, this could be like a wedding guest book. Then we got into these. These ended up turning out quite nicely. We also increased the power more than what was recommended on these as well. Then we also went with this, which was the license plate holders. Could not think of anything spicy to put on these in the moment. So we ended up branding these with our company, the Ultimate Etsy Course and Coaching. These turned out really well, and we did end up doubling the recommended power on these too, just so you know. All right, then we got into these magnetic bookmarks, and these are really popular on Etsy. We got these through XTool as well. We did Kathy and Doug. Those are my parents' names, but you can actually source these in different shapes and things on AliExpress, Temu, Alibaba. You could get cross shapes, you could get hearts, flowers, and they engraved really, really well. We did not increase the power more than recommended on these. When you buy these through XTool, the P3, you just type in exactly what you purchased from their website and the settings are preset. For this, I actually did an ornament for a cousin who had a baby, so I just did the name and like birth stats. So I thought this turned out really nicely, and we did increase the power by about 10% of what was recommended. I thought these could be bookmarks, and we ended up doing like Cameron Jarvis's book, Graham Jarvis's book for the boys, but you could do so much with these, and these were Hobby Lobby so inexpensive, and we did increase the power by about 5% of what was recommended for these. And then again, another Hobby Lobby find. They have so many boxes and things. Definitely get them when they're 40% off. Now, I do notice that when wood has a little bit more grain to it, it doesn't engrave quite as nicely. And we did increase the power about double what I recommended for this, and it's still not super high contrast. Keep in mind, you cannot do Pokemon or Pikachu on anything that you sell, but you could do like little jewelry boxes, you could do birth stats and have this be like a little newborn keepsake box, and then put like the little baby's hospital bracelet and things in here. Also from Hobby Lobby, this is the first thing I picked up when I walked into the store. We were not sure what to put on this, so we just quickly did the Jarvis family. It's a little off-center. I eyeballed that for sure. I think it turned out pretty well. And with this, we doubled the power because I wanted it to really stand out. With XTool's camera setup, it is so easy to just eyeball it. It takes a picture of it. You can line up your design before you click print. Again, this was like $8. You could sell this for so much more. It also took just like 2 minutes to engrave, which is nuts. Now, the next thing we did, I do not like how this turned out, I'll be honest. It is one of the XTool dog collars in rose gold. You can hardly see what's on that. You know, I actually doubled the power on it. We played around the speed settings as well. The contrast just wasn't what I was quite looking for. If this hypothetical future family dog that we have got lost, whoever found it would really need to look hard at the collar. But I do think that if we played with the settings more, we could lock that in, get it right. And I think that's such like a great product to sell on Etsy. It took a minute to engrave that. I mean, the margin just so high. The next thing I did was I actually bought the acrylic samples and turned these into keychains for the kids. Okay, so we did Cameron and Graham. I think these turned out cute. Again, this cost me like pennies, and I would add totally a different color keychain ring if I did this again in the future, but for pennies, you could like have a great margin on this, great profit. Oh, the next thing we did, I almost forgot the pens. All right, learned a lot from engraving these pens. They turned out pretty well. I like it for like company logo, promotional pens, that type of thing. We ended up increasing the power by like 300% to get the look of this. It was so light, it was impossible to read. And these are the XTool pens, so we had to really increase the power to get the outcome we wanted. At first, you really couldn't see anything. I recommend if you are going to put a logo or something on this, have a version of the logo where it is more stretched out, have the proportions be more horizontal. Then we ended up doing one of these ornaments. We just have to put a ribbon on it. This also, we tripled the recommended power. I would definitely recommend playing with the settings on this a little bit more. This was just our first attempt at this specific ornament. This is a super high margin item because it's a set of 4 or 5 and really inexpensive. It took hardly any time. Like this was like 45 seconds. This was also not my favorite outcome. I had high hopes for this. I thought this could be like really classy looking, but we need to work on our metal engraving a little bit. But again, super affordable. If we played with the settings a little bit more, I think it would have turned out great. We just did kids' names, but I think you could actually make this pretty cool for like bridal shower favors, wedding favors would be great for this. This next situation was one of my biggest mistakes, but we thought the puzzle was a great option. And we thought, oh, we're gonna put my mom's like barn on the puzzle. So we took a picture of her barn from her Facebook, and you can see, I don't know if you can tell what this looks like, put in the picture, all of a sudden it says the job is going to be 4 hours long. We paused it real quick because we're like, we cannot do that. I changed one of the settings so it wouldn't print in so much detail. We increased the power by quite a bit. Pretty low contrast. In hindsight, I probably would turn this into like a line drawing vector file and not try to do the full picture. Lesson learned there. Cool concept. You know, this was super inexpensive, so I think it could be a great high margin opportunity. This ended up taking an hour and 10 minutes to get this version. I would not recommend doing it in this method, and I would do something that's higher contrast, more of a line drawing. Now to the last thing, and this was one of the things I was most excited about when we went to Hobby Lobby, and that is this bad boy. Now, lessons learned. Number one is the thickness of the lettering. You know, we went a little bit thin, I would say, especially on the stats. I ended up putting down the acrylic, putting glue on the letters, placing them right into the acrylic, and then that glue ended up adhering to the white paint, ripping off a bunch of the white paint. So ended up just like painting all the white again. I do like how it turned out. I would not do this again. Personally, I think that when it comes to adding acrylic accents, keeping it in solid pieces versus individual lettering is super helpful and important. I would probably, in hindsight, just do a full engraving of the birth stats and just keep the name as three-dimensional. Lots of lessons learned. The margin on everything we did was very high. Like if we were to list these on Etsy, it would be very high, very profitable. I was shocked specifically with the cutting of the acrylic because on my previous lasers, acrylic took a lot. And with the P3, wow, it could bounce around to different materials so easily. Really, really, really happy with the P3. Thank you, XTool, for giving us the opportunity to try this out. Definitely check out the link we'll put below to XTool so you can see exactly the machine we were using and what the features look like up close. And if you are a laser business and would like guidance on product ideas, customers to target, and ultimately sourcing of blanks as well, we do help with that inside of our program. Make sure to subscribe if you like these types of videos, and I'll see you in the next one.